So I'm here with Aidan, my intern. He basically described me as somebody who would open a bottle of wine and see where the day goes. So for his last day of internship, we've opened a bottle of wine and we're gonna see where the conversation goes.
Exactly.
So I came to Aidan one morning and I said, today you and I and my stuffed animals are gonna act out the entire LA unshot portion of the movie. And he played every character and was every voice of my stuffed animals.
Not a contest. 12 times before it was published.
Come, let's lead your pages. That won't be necessary. I have filmmaking experience from high school and college that has been far less professional than that. Sexualized, unrealistically beautiful. Do you spend time with men? 3 conflicts, and then the journey begins. And Luis, is he your fantasy?
I thought it was fun, and I thought it was cool to shoot with stuffed animals, and it's a good way to see the length of the movie, how the dialogue works out loud.
He edits, he acts, he has a lot of opinions, which is great.
This is definitely one of those styles of visual arts mixed with very compelling music,
Yeah.
and I love it as a style.
I think he actually likes my movie. Like he gets
I do.
and he gets it. He gets you what it's going to be, which has been amazing because he came right on the heels of me getting a lot of feedback of people who don't understand what I'm trying to do.
The film does a really good job of creating this filmic universe. It's funny, and it has these absurd characters, surreal characters, and these surreal bits of dialogue and jokes that really work well for a drama, but really lighten the mood and add comedic effect.
Part of your internship was you actually got to go to Mexico where I shot the movie.
I watched 3 movies on the plane ride. Then we took a 2-hour shuttle ride, and the driver almost fell asleep several times. We found a taxi.
We got a taxi!
We're about to go shoot some interviews and some extra scenes for a great movie. And I am cameraman / sound guy today.
It's fun to watch like a young person and their confidence because a lot of times a lot of it is like you don't know what you don't know. He cut the trailer and he spent like 4 or 5 hours on it, and then he's like, oh, this will be done by the end of the day. 6 weeks later, the trailer is actually done.
Jennifer's right, yeah. I was like, this will be done in a day, and that's not the only thing I said that about.
It's true.
There were a lot of assignments where she was like, can you quote me on a time? And I was like, I don't know, 5 hours. And like 2.5 days later, I'm like, yeah, we're nearing the end. But no, she's great, because she never, whenever I said anything like that, she'd just be like, okay. What's that one famous book about the guy who meets the old guy every Tuesday and then he gives him wisdom about life?
Tuesdays with Maury.
Tuesdays with Maury. That's what it's like working with Jennifer, because she'd just be like, all right, today's lesson is about feedback. We're gonna learn how to take feedback. And she'd take me through all the emails she sent to people and all the like Facebook reactions and comments and criticism and stuff, and she'd be like, we're gonna go through all this and learn how to suss out what good feedback is and how to use that to recut a trailer and then cut together a new trailer. And I thought, yeah, it was way better.
A lot of people who I talk to like to talk about how successful, how like connected they are, but they're also like, but I can't connect, I can't help you. So she wasn't like that at all. We got on the phone and she was like, all right, let's talk about how you can find a place. Then we started talking about her movie and she's like, you could help me with mine if you wanted. And I was like, that sounds cool.
I was like, but you understand you're going to be in my living room and I'm going to be wearing sweatpants every day. And there is nothing glamorous, but this is actually reality.
Exactly. She was very accommodating. She was just like, see if you can find something that you'd like more. And then if you can't, then you have me.
I did, yeah.
So I ended up, coming
That's
out.
kind of how I am with men too. That might be why I'm single.
I am currently riding my bike over to Jennifer Sharp's place. I'm actually running really late.
So she's like, I don't believe in scheduling. The only way this work's gonna get done is if you're self-motivated. So just come in whenever.
But the only way that you're gonna make it is if you love what you do and if you're self-motivated. I work 18 hours a day, pretty much, 7 days a week. Come to my apartment whenever you want. There's things to do.
Alright, let's get started.
But just to emphasize the whenever you want, that included if she was out, if she was asleep, because it was like 3 a.m. and I just felt like working. She gave me a key the first day.
I like making people be the best they can be. So I could see that Aidan was self-motivated and loved it, and so it's a matter of, okay, let's challenge you to be the best you can be and like start forming your own patterns. Tell me something you think that I can learn from you.
I think you could be more strong-headed in terms of making creative decisions and sticking with them. There are just decisions that you've made about your movie that I thought have been stellar. I'm like, that really hits the point home. And then getting feedback from several people that's like, ooh, that doesn't make sense, and you being like, okay, well, we should change that. And I'm like, no, don't change. I think we should trust the audience more to just think for themselves and just hope that it reaches a viewership of people who are intelligent enough to suss out what the meaning of this movie is, even if it's not handed to them on a plate.
These are the other actors that were kind enough to show up and help out today.
Oh yeah.
That one's a big fan.
Sweet thing,
But,
let me tell you about the world and the way things are run. You've come